At least 10 Americans who may have been exposed to Ebola over in Africa are flying to the U.S. right now to be monitored. These people are free of symptoms, we should say, but they were possibly exposed to another American healthcare worker who did test positive for Ebola and is now being treated at this hospital in Maryland. So let's turn to ABC's Dr. Richard Besser. So as you might imagine, a lot of people hear that there's a plane filled with people who may have been infected with Ebola coming to our country, and they get a little bit worried. Should we be worried?
Well, I don't think so. I think this is the right thing to do for a number of reasons. These are Americans who've gone over to West Africa to try and knock this epidemic out, and that's what's going to make us safest here in the long run. While some of them may have been exposed, no one is sick. And with Ebola, you can't transmit this disease until you have symptoms and severe symptoms. So they're going to be put under quarantine. They'll be checking their temperature at least twice a day. If they develop even the slightest fever, they'll be put in isolation, get the proper treatment. No one here put at risk.
And just to amplify your point, these people are doing heroic and dangerous work in
Incredible.
our defense overseas. But speaking of overseas, you've been there on the front lines of the Ebola epidemic. Do you have any hope that this thing can be snuffed out?
I do. I'm seeing some very positive signs. So Liberia, where we've done a lot of our reporting, the U.S. has had the biggest efforts. There are no patients currently being treated for Ebola. They've had no new cases in 2 weeks. If there's no cases for the next 4 weeks, they declare it totally Ebola-free. There are two other countries, Sierra Leone and Guinea. They're still seeing about 100 cases per week between the two of them. If the international effort continues, they think they may be able to knock this out by early summer at the latest. But we have to continue the effort, and the Americans are part of that. It'll allow us to sleep better here.
It's a good example of international cooperation for sure. Dr. Besser, thank you very much.